are back in the Sentinels of the Multiverse, and it is time to resolve the curious case of the missing socks. A series of mysterious clues puts Setback and Nightmist on the trail of a dangerous gang of villains. Setback is kidnapped, and on a daring escape at sea, he meets the wise Scholar, and together they track down the gang in a chase which takes them from the undersea ruins of Atlantis to a mysterious Egyptian tomb. Along the way, they join up with a traveling musician seeking to help stop the gang. Can Setback and his friends solve yet another baffling problem? So we need Mini-Pack 2 for Scholar, Infernal Relics for Adept and Nightmist, I believe. Vengeance for the villains. Wait, Vengeance for Blade, and then Villains of the Multiverse for the other three bozos. I believe the Runes for Noobs is also part of Infernal Relics. So, based on the previous couple of weeks, it was kind of obvious this was going to be a team villain game. It's been a little overdue. The advanced thing was a bit of a twist, though. So we are up against Ambuscade, Baron Blade, La Capitane, and Greaser. And we're packing Setback, Scholar of the Infinite, Argent Adept, and Base Nightmist, which is my preferred Nightmist. So, pretty solid team, sort of. I'd say Scholar and Nightmist definitely are. The other two, they're kind of tagging along. And in case you're wondering about the missing socks thing, that's a reference to Setback. He usually forgets his socks or something if you read his biography. It's... yeah. So I'll hit new game and go. It is time for you to face my supporting cast, the Slaughterhouse 6. Alrighty team, we can do this. Wait, where are my socks? Did I forget socks again? And that's pretty much what I mean. So there's quite a bit of setup here. He's going to bring out a Nemesis, and then a Trap, I think. You want to put the Rig Net on Scholar. Enticing Target, which is going to make it so you can't really deal damage early. But we can set it up so the environment will kill that. Physique, Chiquito. Living Paycheck, which we're going to slap on Scholar. It may seem a little counterintuitive, but trust me here. Now that you trust me, that makes one of us. Envenom Bolts goes to the lowest HP, which is the Argent Adept. And since the snare is on people, Ambuscade attacks them. So Ray Manta hits the guy with the highest HP, but there's no equipment for him to destroy. In case you're wondering if Omnitron's on the field, then he will... wow, he heals the Nemesis? That is really strong, especially when you factor in Glamour. So we're going to get worse off for this, but we're going to use Reckless Rush on the Enticing Target. And I just realized I should probably explain how these work. So, Ambuscade. On Advanced Mode, he will just play 2 snares at the start of his deck, at the start of the game. That's really it. It's a one-time thing, so it's not too bad. For Baron Blade, he protects devices, which is kind of complicated if he gets the negation bans, and it makes the Impulsion Beam last the entire damn game. Seriously, you will kill Baron Blade before you kill this beam. La Capitane, she will destroy an ongoing card at the end of her turn, which kind of screws you because regardless of whether or not you take her out first, she just pops ongoings like no tomorrow. And this team, exception being Nightmist, is pretty reliant on ongoings. As for Greaser, whenever he hits someone, they either have to discard a card, destroy a card, or hit themselves. So, yeah. So anyway, we did the Reckless Rush, we hit the Enticing Target. Now, due to Impulsion Beam, we can't actually play anything else, but we can still use Risk to get an unlucky token. So we're going to do that. We draw a Silver Lining. Hopefully we won't be using that, but you never really know. So out comes the Regression Darts. You can see that's hitting Nightmist. I think that's a sign. Let's have this hit Nightmist. But seriously, if you're wondering why you want Nightmist, a lot of her stuff is self-damage, so if you play this, you can basically play her spells without any sort of consequence. Other than them not dealing damage, that is. That's not necessarily a bad thing. So Blade goes ahead and hits the Enticing Target because he attacks himself. Now for Scholar, there isn't really much we can do. You may be tempted to don't dismiss anything, but if you play any ongoing cards, La Capitane's just going to destroy them, so you're better off double skipping. So we get Flushed Iron, bring what you need. La Capitane cannot destroy anything, so she's out of luck. She'll play the Chronological Hotspot. So in case you're wondering what that does, we'll have Setback eat this one. We get a little bit more HP, I think, if he takes that shot. So the Chronological Hotspot, the start of the turn, it reveals the top card of a player's deck. If it is a one-shot, it goes back on the deck or in the trash. I don't remember which one. discards. And then if it's not a one-shot, it goes into play, and La Capitan will hit the person who played this for 3 damage. So we want to play Bulwark here. We're going to take some damage from the Envenom Bolts, and then we're going to sing.
Whoa.
I know how much you guys love that, so I couldn't bring myself to interrupt. So with Scholar being the highest, we want to give this to him, especially since Greaser's going to swing at him. And we're going to have Adept protect himself because a lot of the stuff attacks the lowest. Greaser's going to go after Thermobaric Mine's going after Adept. It's going to be nullified by the Bulwark. But then everything he does generally targets his mark. So we want to deal ourselves psychic damage because regression darts. So for Nightmist, 3 of her cards here deal damage to herself. So, okay, it's self-damage, so the regression darts nullify the chronological hotspot. That's cool. So anyway, we have the Star Shield Necklace in play, but we want to use the Planar Banishment because we can wipe the field to a certain degree. Goodbye Rignet. Goodbye Genetically Fused Physique. Goodbye Envenom Bolts. And goodbye Chronological Hotspot. And we wipe the field without hurting ourselves. Now keep in mind, we can draw 2 cards with our investigation, but we can't hurt ourselves, so... free cards! This will come in handy for when Greaser starts hitting her. In case you're wondering, when we play Oblivion, the Pompadour is going to get whacked, he's going to counterattack, and that will trigger his advanced mode thing. Anyway, we are pretty healthy here, so we're not going to play the Star Shield Necklace effect. Out comes our buddy Anubis. Now, order here matters. When he hits the field, he's going to damage everything. You want to lead off with the enticing target because that will destroy it, and then all the villains will take full damage. So right there, since a card got destroyed, he goes after the guy with the 2nd highest hit points, which is Greaser, I believe. So now order doesn't matter. So 2 damage across the board, except for the Adept, the Scholar, and the Impulsion Beam. So Ambuscade gets a turn. He plays Glamour. So as annoying as she is, more often than not, we can actually kind of deal with her. We want to give the Pitfall to Scholar because we can use Flushed Iron to absorb that. Whoever you hit here doesn't matter because Anubis is going after the other one. So we'll have Scholar take the first shot. And now we have to destroy a card. You want to get rid of the drum, trust me. And then you can see the other one got hit. So for Setback, we can use Plucky Break. We'll sacrifice 2 tokens. Yeah, 2 tokens. We get to draw a card and deal damage. So we draw Plucky Break. And we're going to hit... So generally when Oblivion is on the field, you want to try to keep... Well, when you're going to just spam Oblivion, you want to keep everyone at relatively similar hit points. So I'm going to hit Baron Blade. And then we're going to risk once again. We won't be able to play the card because of the beam, but we still get the token. So we get Fumbling Fool, which is the MVP card for the game. Baron Blade, the regression darts pass, and out comes Ruin. So this is the Nemesis, the Argent Adept. I forgot what cards it is you actually see him playing guitar on. He hits the Adept, he hits himself. No instruments to be destroyed because we sacrificed it. So if you got rid of the Star Shield Necklace, you'd lose the drum anyway. So right here we're going to do Flushed Iron, and then we can use the Channel. And we can hit Greaser here for 2. I don't really think it matters what you do since it's not a lot of damage. And then we'll draw a card. So there's the 2 damage absorbed by Flushed Iron and Counterpoint Bulwark. We can steer this into Ambuscade. That's what you get for playing your stupid traps. Out comes Throwback, which is going to give the environment a turn. I kind of feel sorry for the devs having to program that. That seems like it'd be just rife with bugs. So you want to get rid of the song. Goodbye Counterpoint Bulwark. We'll be getting it back shortly, don't worry. So if you didn't actually see my combo here, we are going to use Alacritus Subdominant. We take some Thermobaric Mine damage, but it's not the end of the world. We want to sing. Then we want to play a card. We want to give this to the Scholar, and we want to don't dismiss anything. So will choose for me. Top card of the deck into play, which is Exceeded Expectations. We can get rid of our 2 remaining tokens, we can hit Blade, and I'm going to hit La Capitane because she's suddenly becoming one of the higher HP targets. For Scholar, you have to play your top card. Since you don't have anything in your trash, you get Expect the Worst, which makes him invulnerable this round. Now for the Adept, we want to take the Bulwark out of his trash. That way we can play it next turn and actually have a song and everything. Because I don't really like the shared so. Now for Nightmist, here's where things are going to get really, really rough. Top card into play. Out comes Heedless Lash, which played Oblivion. So she hits herself for 2. We can steer this into Blade. We're going to play Oblivion, of course. So you want 2 to everyone. And now order here is not really going to matter. We'll hit Chiquito, he doesn't have anything. We'll hit the Pompadour, which is going to hit Nightmist, unfortunately. Actually, second highest HP on the field is Setback, because I didn't do this correctly. So we'll actually hit Setback first. Order does matter. By making him lower when we destroy the Thermobaric Mine, that will prompt Anubis to attack, which we can steer into one of these bozos. It's up to you which one. We'll do Baron Blade. Do I want Baron Blade? We'll actually do Ambuscade here. When he goes down, he's going to bring out his little gang of hoodlums. So here, order no longer matters. When the Nemesis take damage, they redirect into the guy with the highest HP, which is Scholar. That's the effect of, what's her name? Glamour. But the good news is that only works once. So for Nightmist, we want to discard. We're going to get rid of Heedless Lash, so I don't play it by accident. And now this no longer matters. Glamour can only redirect once, and what really sucks is that it's each Nemesis instead of just one instance, but Oblivion is just that good. So we get the counterpoint Bulwark. Who would have guessed? It's gonna suck to be the Adept in a second when I play the next Oblivion. So right there, he hits himself, he plays Rahazar, which is the nemesis of Parse. He goes for the guy with the highest HP, 4 energy damage, but we're expecting the worst, we'll be fine. So we're going to play Oblivion. I'm going to play the lower one, just in case I need to use the higher one for the Star Shield necklace. So we get a double 3. And for this one, who's the highest? Because we're going to kill... Actually, order here does not look to matter. Everyone's going to lose 3. Yeah. I was wondering if there was some Anubis cheese I could do, but it doesn't look like it. So we're going to discard a card. We will get rid of Call Forth. The Nemesis will redirect like last time, except this time, they're dead. So Setback has to eat them, which kind of sucks. We'll get rid of Astral Premonition. We need to investigate. That gives me another Oblivion and a Scouring Mist. Then we draw Scouring Mist for our end of turn effect. We'll discard the 4 so that we get 4 health back. And very, very fruitful turn. Out comes Spike Trap. Now we want to leave this alone because it's going to go after... Actually, is it even going to go off this turn? At the start of the turn, it's the guy for the lowest HP, which is going to be one of the Nemesis or a device. So we want to leave that alone. That's on our side, even though we should be able to end it this round with Oblivion, I want to say. Out comes the Rig Net, which automatically goes on Scholar. He swings at Scholar. He plays Double Team, which causes 2 dudes to swing at Scholar, which Scholar can just shrug off. So here, you want a Fumbling Fool. And the reason why is we want to do the Tomb of Anubis. And This is a nasty card to get out here. It stops you from drawing cards, which in turn can shut down both Scholar and Nightmist. Anyway, the rest doesn't matter. We will get rid of a Nemesis, though. You can see Magman there. I don't know what the other guys did. Vengeful Assault. Ooh, Kondo Ahura! So that stops her from destroying ongoings, and he destroyed the Electroshackles. As we get rid of Friendly Fire, Formed Energy, this should be our Lyra, and Planar Banishment. So that was only a 2. Luckily that's out of the way, so our we'll add 4 tokens. Our Oblivion will hurt. So we're going to do Risk here just because, hey, it's tokens. We draw Karmic Retribution. Vengeful Assault is denied, but the damage boost is in effect. So right there they killed the Adept. So we need to sacrifice something to keep Flushed Iron going. We'll get rid of the liquid. Expect the worst. Yeesh. So I need to see La Capitan. Her top card... Is it Anomalous Shift? No. Off Tiempo. Most cards in hand. We can steer this into him. So if I play Transmutative Recovery, I'll heal. I draw 2 cards, and then I get the end of turn 1. That would cause Scholar to have the most. I'm going to do Offensive Transmutation. It's going to get denied. Then we're going to Channel. And we are going to throw this into La Capitan, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, La Capitan. So if I let La Tiempo actually sacrifice all of Scholar's cards, I could have Adept give him an out-of-turn power play where he'd channel for like 6 to 7 damage. Out comes Chiquito. Most cards in hand. Oh, discard. We'll have Nightmist discard a Scholar and Mist. Flushed Iron got jacked, but that's not the end of the world. So I could amplify Infernal damage because I'm about to play Oblivion on the coming turn. But we'll have Scholar swing. Nothing too fancy. Groovy moves. And I'd rather just deal myself the damage at this point. So remember when Scholar was the highest HP on the field? But anyway, it's Oblivion time. So 2 and a 4. So unfortunately I am going to... Well, first we want to hit Chiquito. So is there any cheese I can do regarding Anubis? Not seeing it. We'll get rid of Scouring Mists. That little bugger Chiquito nicked it, so we need to hit him. So this is the end of La Capitan. user. Second highest, we'll say, is Scholar. So I'll go ahead and draw 2. So just imagine if I increase the infernal damage, I would be done now. So we're going to get rid of Mist Form for health. I want to keep the Oblivion. Lowest HP, we'll say, is Barren Blade. Skip. And the end. So yeah, it sucks that we lost Adept, but oh well. So, not too bad. The main thing just keep in mind is that order for a lot of these things does matter, and if you abuse that to know tomorrow, then it really is not too bad. Just would be nice if Scholar didn't lose like 90% of his hit points on that one round. But yeah. So that's another one behind us. And now that the villain one is out of the way, I don't know if we're going to be looking at another core game challenge just yet. But yeah, with Kismet and the villains out of the way, I can't really make any predictions on what's to come. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.